Right, so let's check in on our little fella. Seems to be kind of bouncing back a bit, which is a positive note, because I've noticed some of his droppings are starting to get a lot better, which is fantastic. He's been chilling over in the corner here. See if I can bring him up onto the perch, maybe, see if he likes that. But yeah, it's just still a bit of a rough trot for him, but I feel like the swelling on the underside is starting to slow down a little bit, and he might be turning around just yet. And some people have been saying you should just put it down. I just can't do that. Like, first off, for these are my pets. I enjoy keeping them, so if I can fight for some of these little fellas, I definitely will. And it feels like he's putting on a little bit of weight as well, because he has been eating, and it's pretty, I can see it in his droppings. So I'll give him a couple more days, and I feel like he might be on the right track. He's pretty lively. Let's just bring him down for a second. I'll show you. He's still quite lively as well. Well, he's picked up a bit, I'd say. So I need to come up with a name, but we'll give it to you in a couple of days, because who knows what can happen. But you're looking good. You're pretty lively, and he's jumping around alert. So I'm thinking something like Special Blue or something like that. I don't know, but I think that's a pretty cool name for it. Fingers crossed. He's looking pretty well. Hopefully we can move him out soon. I do, with this whole little loft setup here, I may take this wall back out again shortly, because I do have probably like 10 birds coming in sometime early in the next, I'd say January maybe, and I might just put them all in here, because we had all the 10 little babies in here for the one loft race, and it was really good for them. So easy to get in there, check them out, plenty of room for them as well. So we might set that up, because some of those birds are, well, all of them are actually really good birds. Someone's bred them for me, mainly they're all for stock basically. There's a couple that have been bred for racing, but they are really good quality. I'm not going to go too much into it yet, but I'm just prepping you guys so that hopefully you are ready for when they do come through, because we've got people that are definitely really starting to help out now. I've had a lot of people give us a few birds. We got Willie Till, gave us some really good Thai grizzles, and that's something we're working on. And Adam Archer gave us a couple of birds, and then we got the Rosetta and Apache come through as well, which the quality of those for Venstras is like really good. And then we've got the next lot of birds coming as well, and then there's another small lot of birds coming from someone else. So I'm not accepting every bird, but I'm definitely taking the ones that are definitely going to really improve our racing. So that's the main goal for now, that's what people are doing. They want to help, they want to look at their birds, watch them grow. Generally they're all named anyway, because Rosetta and Apache come named, and we're following them, and they're doing pretty well. Apache's in this box, but at the moment he's just resting up there, so I'll have a look at him in a moment. Our best hen, that's her name. She's not actually our best hen, but she is close to laying again. The little baby that we just looked at, Special Blue, the name's already sticking in there. This is the mother, so she's a beautiful hen, this one. But unfortunately I've only got one. The baby we just seen before was the second baby we've got out of him so far. She's a young hen, had a few unfertile eggs, but I'm really hoping that we can get one more round out of her, and then we'll just set aside, because I given what's happening there, we may look at moving her with Apache at some point, because I need to figure out if we're going to get some birds off to Pattaya. So we really need to figure out our pairs for that too. Yeah, we'll get there in time. The nest bowls are still looking, well, these ones are all looking pretty empty. These ones can't be too far away from laying, I'd say, so hopefully very soon. And I'd say these ones down here are going to hatch soon, because Mr. Kruger's sitting on them pretty tight, and he's a good father. We've had no problems with him. The first two that we shipped off to Meadows, one loft race, they were really nice birds, so I'm hoping we can duplicate that and get the next round out similar. I'll probably get one more round after this, and then we'll just separate them. At least have 4 babies to fly here locally, because I think that given the time frame, we've still got a little bit of time, and that'll be good enough numbers for now, and have plenty of time to get them out into the race. So Big King sitting pretty tightly. I'm pretty happy how that's going, because hopefully those eggs are going to hatch. soon. I haven't candled those ones. They're still probably like a week and a half away. I have put another nest bowl in here. Let me bring these guys up into a bit of light. Because these are, let me just bring one of them up. These babies are like big babies. Look at them. Look at them compared to Storm. She's like, hey, what are you doing in my nest bowl? But it's much better lighting up here. But that turned out quite nice. That's why I'm kind of iffy about splitting up the father of these two and then pairing him to Apache. Oh, Rosetta, sorry, I'm getting them all confused. Because we could almost pair Rosetta up to Leo because he's free and he's definitely bred us a lot of good birds. He is the father to 83 over here. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still feeling that to keep these guys together, we might get another mealy or something out of them as well. That's why I put the second bowl in there, because I noticed that the cockbird's been chasing the hens, so hopefully we'll get some more eggs. And here's Patchy up here to show off again. No, they're looking pretty good. What's going on in here? I'd say Little Storm, that's the hen. That's her mother there. So that's the mother. And that's her daughter down here. So this is the new pairing for her. So she's going to, say she's not too far away from laying. But she's very similar to her mother, just a little bit more muscly. And she's paired up to one of those new Kruger cocks that I brought in. I'm trying to get at least a couple of Krugers out to try. But, you know, it's been a bit slow so far. But we're definitely getting there. Oh, there's that little mealy hen. I know a lot of people want to see her hang around and not race her. That still might happen just yet. But she will be going back into the flying loft too, because I do really like having them flying and also breeding off them if we can. And we've still got a bit to go in here, but we're getting there slowly. Now we need to go and see what's going on this side. These birds had a good fly yesterday, and I'd say today they're going to get a good fly too. The weather seems to be reasonably okay. There's a bit of a breeze there, so I'm happy that we've definitely got a bit of breeze going on. So Little Special Blue, the one I was looking at before, this is the other baby that's come out of that pair. Really beautiful pigeon, that one actually. I really like this one. That's the only, this one's super healthy, and it's one of the better flies we've got too at the moment around the loft. But the Speedy Grizzle one that's nest mate are definitely starting to take that spot as well, so it's good to see. Keep going over here because this is where the action's happening. So what I'm trying to do is to free up this little section we've got here. Like I was saying, I've got all these new birds coming, so what we'll do, I need to make sure this section's free. So we've got the last round of babies coming out. There's only 4 birds in here because Street Fighter, she's still here. So what I'll do over some point today, I'm going to try and tidy up in here and try and get this section eventually free, which will happen when they are done, because we're going to put in those 10 or so birds. All the new ones we've been bred for stock that someone's bred us. I'm going to bring them in here, and I'm going to break them in from this side, and most likely just loft flying them through here as well. Just because, like I said, I've got quite a few that I can loft fly, and I do want to do that. We haven't lost any of the good ones to falcons or fly-offs just yet, so I think we should be right. It's still up in the air whether we will, but I'm going to sort of take that path, and hopefully we can, and then keep that other loft over the back there free. So that will be for the birds that we cannot let out, the birds that we bring in that are old birds, or the ones that we buy that are worth, you know, too much to let them out and risk losing them. So what's happening over this side, I definitely will consider pairing up Shock with someone else. At this point in time, I've separated him from the barless hen. I just need a bit of a break from any crazy projects at the moment. And what I did is just put this pair in here. They are from this box, so I thought we could easily move them across into here and see if they do want to do another round, because the hen's really close to laying, so I don't want to just put her over in the flying side and then she'd drop eggs everywhere. I thought if we can get one more round out of them, because those babies have been really nice. We've got 2 eggs up there from the Thai grizzle cock, and that hen is still close to laying, so hopefully this afternoon, she looks like it, might come in a little bit closer. And I've still got random cockbirds hanging around and stuff like that as well. So we've got 2 in here. So we've got you, and we've got the cassat in here as well. So this one, I'm going to send that one to someone. That's the one that was meant to be a hen. It turned out to be a cockbird. So it's I'm just keeping one of those as a cockbird, which is breeding over in the other side. So she's pretty close to dropping some eggs. Has to be today, I say. But it is time. I'm just trying to wrap it up at the moment. We get a few more rounds into the breeding side. We need to wrap the breeding up so all these new birds that are coming in, we can get into this side, get them all sorted, and then we may start looking at that Protea, sort of what we're doing there, and if we can afford to get birds in, what birds can we send, which pairs can we put together, and whatnot like that. At the same time, getting all those 2 sections over there, all those birds up and flying, hopefully before it gets too hot. So stay tuned, and I'll see you tomorrow.